That before I was completely sure about my identity. I am completely sure about my identity. I am completely sure about my identity. Sorry, I have to convince myself every time that I know what I am. Jesus, I'm a wreck. Anyway, when I was a little bit more of a wreck, I used to visit this subreddit. It was called like egg_IRL. It was this subreddit. And basically here is where my egg cracked. Here is where most people's egg cracks. If you don't know what I mean by that, you're pure. I'm joking. Egg cracking basically means like, oh, you found out you're trans. When somebody says, oh, they're egg cracked, it means, oh, they found out that they might be a girl or a boy or the opposite gender of what they were born as, or maybe non-binary, whatever, all that shit. Shit. I can say cuss words. I try not to say much cuss words on my main channel. By the way, if you haven't subscribed to my main channel, the link is in the description. I just talk about VR stuff. It's kind of boring, so I wanted to start, you know, something brand new. I wanted to start this, okay, for all of my NBs and all of my trans people, all of my trans fans that I totally have. This is a lie, but but we're starting that, okay? Our first video is we're gonna be reacting to this subreddit I was talking about because they post like a bunch of like memes, and like these memes, I swear to you, this is actually what cracked my egg. Like reading these memes, and I'm relating to all of these memes, and then I'm having an identity crisis. So if you think you might be trans, stay here. Maybe you'll relate to some of this stuff. Okay, this one already seems so brain broken. Me then is always taking the female character in a game weird. Dad, no, son, I do the same thing. Don't worry about it. Me now, oh, that was a sign that I was trans. Wait, the dad might be trans. Okay. Excuse my ugly laugh, and this is, I don't even want to think about this any further. To be completely clear, sometimes picking a female character in a game might be a sign that you're trans, but not all the time. Just like every sign. It's not like a 100% thing, but this is something to think about, because there's always that slight chance that it's like the dad is like a closeted trans and you're also an egg. Literally, what would life be like? Dad, I have to tell you something. Yes, son, what is it? I'm trans and I like painting my nails and sucking. Son, what a revelation. I like sucking too. Honey, can you believe the whole house likes sucking? Not all trans women like men, by the way, and that's the last disclaimer I'm putting in here. When I make a joke, I'm fucking joking. Please do not take it so to heart or so seriously. Can we have fun, please? Brain, are you going to sleep now? Me? Yes? Shut the fuck up. You're not trans. You just want to live as a woman. You're not a real trans woman. Stop faking it, please. This meme is actually like, it's too true. And it's so true. And it's actually a big issue. There's this thing called like imposter syndrome, where you think you're faking being trans, but it's really just cope because you don't want to accept the fact that you are trans, or you're just not ready to accept that fact. And so it leads to these really weird thoughts that your brain has. Especially around bedtime, my brain used to literally keep me up just trying to come to a conclusion on whether I am trans or not. And for anyone wondering, at the beginning of the episode when I said I had identity issues, I didn't mean that I didn't know if I was trans. I am now super sure that I'm trans. I just don't know like where on that spectrum that I am. And that's okay. And right now I go by she, her, and that's okay. Painting my nails to celebrate starting HRT. Very cis, right? This is probably the most cis thing I have ever seen. You are so cis, in fact, that you went out of your way to go to a subreddit that's based on trans people being in denial. You are so cis, in fact, that you just began changing the hormonal structure of your entire body. I don't know, sounds pretty cis to me. By the way, you guys, I have 0 subscribers on this channel, and if you want a juice box, because I want a juice box. You know what? I'm just going to get a juice box. I don't know what, but subscribe anyway. Oh, I know a good one. Subscribe if you like seafood. All bad chicks like seafood. It says that one rapper. I forgot what his name is. He wants to have a girl sleepover to catch up on all the young girlhood we never had. And of course wait, what do girls at sleepovers do? Yeah, I certainly missed out on that. I have no clue what they do. I assume they like you guys hear that? That was the testosterone still lingering in my body. That is such a shitty joke, dude. I just want to be a girl. I need the validation, but I don't want to feel like a burden to anyone for constantly asking for validation. Well, let me say this. You're not a burden, chick. And if you want to be a girl, then you are a girl. And I'm going to keep giving you validation because I know when I was struggling, every time somebody told me I'm not a girl, it sent me into another spiral of days and days and days of questioning. So take all the validation you need. I can't be bothered with this anymore. I hate myself. I hate my reflection. I look nothing like a girl. I hate how I look just like a stereotypical teenage boy and not a cutesy teen girl. I just want to have no body hair and be shorter. I want a girly voice and to be pretty. I just want to be a happy girl. I want everybody to see how pretty I am, including myself. Damn, I thought this was a meme subreddit. Joking, of course, you're totally valid for feeling that way. I'm so sorry you're going through something like this. Nobody wants to be trans. I guess there's some people who out there who do. But when you feel like this, an important thing to realize is no matter how much you think you're alone, you're not alone, actually. There have been thousands of people who had this exact same feeling. Gender envy from cis content creators? Gender envy from cis-in content creators? Of course. Dude, Finn and Icky are like queens. I wish like I was confident enough to show my actual face. Obviously you guys see like this virtual character, and the reason I do that is because, well, one, I'm ugly. Okay, I don't look like that. They look beautiful. And two, I'm just more confident like this. But yeah, a couple of those creators were actually really helpful in like the early days of me like accepting that I was trans. Although some of those creators weren't out as trans back then, they were being themselves, which was far from what I was being. So Euphoria from painting my nails, growing my hair out, and dressing up cute. Euphoria from calling myself female slurs when I mess up. That, on the other hand, yes. What even are female slurs? To be honest, do you like slip and fall and just be like, oh, I'm such a fucking slut. Oh darn, I got a 50 on this test. I am such a whore. I don't know. To be honest, gang, that shit was not hitting for me. But I mean, look, if it's working for you, to each their own. My mom is forcing me to get a haircut tomorrow. This is pain. This is agony. This is the end of the world. I literally feel for you. Now look, if you've told her you're trans and then she's making you get a haircut, that should be considered child abuse. I said it here, but if you haven't told her, you just gotta tell her, dude. That is your only hope of making it through this war. You have to tell her, and hopefully she processes it within 12 hours, and it's like, okay, we don't have to get your haircut. Or if you can't tell her yet, just stall. Be like, Mom, I'm sick. I am totally sick, and that is totally why I can't get my haircut tomorrow. I am still cis. You think she'll buy that? She's gotta buy that. Do you think I could be cis even if I strongly wish I was a girl? Think about it like this. If you wish you were a girl, you're not cis anymore. At that point, you're just pretending. You're not cis, you're in denial. Now, of course, for the rest of your life, you can pretend you're cis and, like, want to blow your brains out every day. But honestly, I highly don't suggest that kind of lifestyle because you don't know when you're going to be pushed to the edge. Also, you might think you can handle it now, but later down the line, you can't handle it, and then you decide to transition. And the HRT works a little less because you're older. And then you regret not transitioning when you were younger. That's how it works. Are you a cat or a dog person? Me? I'm a shark person. Now, if you like cis coding yourself and somebody asked that to you, that would be extremely confusing. But there's always that slight chance that the person you're talking to is also a closeted trans person and gets that meme. In that case, you're fucked. But then again, they might not even say anything because then you would know that they're trans because they figured out that you're trans because they knew a kind of low-key trans meme. It's like Transformer Inception. So everybody talks about having one of these IKEA stuffed animals as a trans person. I don't have one singular one. I was literally in the Dominican Republic, like Amber Cove last month, and it wasn't an IKEA shark, but they did have like, it kind of looked like one, but then I went and looked at the price tag. It was like 40 fucking bucks. And I was like, oh yeah, capitalism in a different country. I think that's all we're gonna look at today. It's also like a kind of a test video on the channel to like see if you guys even like this kind of content. Okay, so if you liked it, subscribe and like for Juicebox and I'll make another one. Also, turn on post notifications so you get a notification every time that I go live. And if there's something else that you guys want me to react to that's like translated, then just let me know. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next one. Okay, the covering camera thing didn't work because this is virtual reality, but you guys get the kind of effect that I was trying to go for.